I was pleasantly surprised. You know, I didn't know all those girls, but quite a few of them surprised me. And
yeah, no, that lightest weight class, but you know, always in wrestling, regardless of the men or women, you see a lot of action.
And just aside from the action, you know, the talent level and the ability level, and each year, you know, it grows and it grows. When the women's scene first came on, you know, women overall were newer to wrestling, and you know, they hadn't done it for as long. Their technique wasn't as good, and it wasn't as refined. But they're starting younger, and these girls are growing up and getting older, and their technique's getting better. They're more technical. They understand. They have better awareness, and saw a lot of tough scrapping in the women's division this morning.
Well, here's some fun. 92 kilograms going to Canada, the winner here. Daniel Huber, who competes for Jeff Funicello's club, American Pancration. He was on our world team last year. He's in the red. And Eric Brennan, who is with Edge MMA, and that's Sheldon Marr's team. These are two of our better clubs. They have their best guys at this weight going for a spot on the American team. Huber's pretty tough. He only had one match. He had a bye because he was seeded first, and then had a submission victory in the semis. And Brennan also had a bye, but only won a 3-2 over Kyle Bracey in his semifinal win. So Huber has a submission on his record, and he's wearing his USA rash guard from wrestling last year at the World Championships in Poland for us. So
outstanding.
I don't know. We need another one of those cool submissions, though. I want to see one more before this is over.
I'm telling you, Gary, that's where we're going to see that flying triangle.
Well, hey, why not?
Tries
These big guys, you know, they're pretty technical, though. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw some good stuff. I tried to do the 360 takedown there.
That worked for Joe Dubuque in the NCAA finals, so that does work at a high level.
Well, the guy who was a master at it was Kenny Mallory. He was an NCAA champ from Montclair State. You know, he did the old 360 deal.
And here we go, another 2-on-1. He went for a foot sweep, it's not there, loses the tie. We're down to 3:30 to go here in the bout.
Referee Don Tolan. We're seeing a lot of the refs that are really good in freestyle and Greco now doing some grappling for us, which, again, is going to help us develop the sport.
And catches the leg, trying to run him down.
Yeah, he's got a finish here, though.
And he's got behind both legs. No finish yet. Trying to stay with it. He's on the leg, has it up in the air, catches around the waist.
Oh, yeah.
And they are going to score. They're going to give one here.
Yep, Huber was able to complete that position. They're still...
Now, you have to lay him flat on his back to get side control, correct? Right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just clarification here.
Well, that ended up being 2 points then, right, Rusty? That's good to know. So, you know, he was good enough to actually get that extra point on how he finished it.
Yep, yep. Trying to advance the positions from guard to half guard to side control to full mount.
Yeah, they don't have like escapes like in the folk style. So these guys, you know, they'll give up a position if it's not working for them. Now, Huber's still trying to work something there. I guess some of these guys can get chokes from anywhere, you know.
Seriously.
He's not giving it up. He's still working the head. And they're back to their feet.
If it's obvious that, like, let's say he hasn't.
So did you ever do practice and takedowns without the wrestling shoes? Like these guys, barefoot?
All the time. I tell you, I just got a pair of shoes from Daniel Dennis in the middle of the season. Well, I guess a pair from Joe, and I swapped them with Dennis. But me and Joe used to wrestle all the time with no shoes on. And we'll go to the park and wrestle on the grass with no shoes.
Which is why, you know, beach wrestling is also pretty cool because it's what you do in the grass and you do out at the beach. You know, so we've all done a little wrestling without the wrestling shoes.
I mean, I've wrestled in just about everything. Shoes, no shoes, boots, I mean, dress shoes. And a nice job here getting to the takedown. Fighting off a guillotine, though, he pops his head.
Yep, Brennan gets his point.
So the one makes it 2-1. He closes that gap.
2-2.
Ties it at 2. 48 seconds to go.
Yeah, the 2-0 lead went away pretty quick there.
Yes, it did.
There's a lot at stake here. These guys, they train real hard all year trying to make the U.S. team. They get one shot at this trials. So, you know, just a regular double elimination bracketed tournament.
And here we go. Huber's going to be looking for a guillotine here. He's got the legs on the back. He's got a closed guard. Brennan able to defend that, gets himself free. Short time to go.
Man, we only have 4 seconds left. Well, we're looking at some overtime. Overtime. Red gets the choice, but that means he's also got to score, right?
Absolutely. So it's almost, you know, it's almost works against you sometimes to have a choice because a lot of these guys are so good at defense, and it's like, you know, it's easier to defend a score than it is to score.
Yep, see, Jeff Funicello, the coach, is telling him what to do. You've got a minute and you have to score. That's what Jeff's telling him. Wow, he's having trouble making up this decision.
Well, I think the referee's telling him, oh no, he's going top, okay. I was confused on exactly what was going on out there. He's in top position. He's going to have to pass the guard and get to side control. So you see that's the guard. And he is out the side. He's got to put him on his back. He's on his hip. He's got to get him on the back. And they take the points away. They take the points away. They say no. They did not score. We are on our feet. Okay, exactly what we were talking about. He didn't put him flat on his back, so the 2 points are not awarded. It is just
It was like a pass but without a score. Is that?
Yes.
Okay, so Huber needs a takedown. All Brennan has to do is block, which is, you know, again, Huber was the one that scored first in the match. There's a stalling warning, but that doesn't really help you with 8 seconds to go. We're going to need a pretty quick takedown here.
Yep.
Leg shot.
Sprawl. 5 seconds to go. He's going to hang on to this front headlock. And that's going to be it. 1 point for Brennan for winning the overtime period. That gives him the win in the match, 3-2.
Coach Funicello is not happy about that. That was a good one.
Yeah, so we're going to go down after this. Funicello's going to come over here and maybe argue.